So this is what we have here. Here's a little preview. And I'm kind of speechless because now I have one Audi 90 Coupe Quattro that already has the 20 valve turbo 5-cylinder engine installed. This one supposedly runs and drives. This one is for parts. Not necessarily. It was supposed to be reconstructed, but it's missing the turbo, the coil packs, a lot more of the things. So, if we look at the S4 over there, yes, that is an S4. I got some goals to do with this one pretty soon. It has some Saab wheels, which I didn't realize until it was pointed out to me. This is not a regular Audi S4. I need to get the emblem restored. The UrS4. The interior is actually surprisingly pretty decent. Full carbon fiber. Ooh, I need to fix all that. But at least this one, it runs and drives as shown in this video. Oh my god, you guys won't believe what I just found. No way. No way. Okay, so this is beyond the scariest thing I've ever done. Driving this car, I have no idea what's going on with this car. There's a little bit of power steering loss. I had to fix a small coolant leak and so on. And I can't really tell what the fuel is. I did fill up the fuel just now, but it still shows up as that. And I have an hour drive all the way to West Palm Beach. At least the brakes work. I have good coolant in the car and whatnot. Oh my god. So much stress. What a stressful day. Look at the gauges on this thing, dude. They're all a 5-speed manual, but this is the overall condition of the car. Dude, I got a boost gauge and everything. Obviously, it's gonna need a lot of maintenance and repairs done to it. There's a torn cooling line right here, which I managed to just tape it up temporarily, drive it 50 miles from Fort Lauderdale to West Palm Beach, and it's missing a top timing cover. But from my own experience, I am going to change the timing belt just like I did in that car, because the timing belt in that car got corroded and snapped, and it almost, lucky me, it's a non-interference engine, which I got really lucky with that. But I'm just going to do preventive maintenance on this car, get this car up and running, restore this car, because this car's in pretty good condition. Forgot to mention, I got the yellow Audi right here, the yellow Audi 90 Coupe. It has an S2 conversion, front bumper and rear bumper, and even has the plate in the back. So what I'm gonna have to do is, with the yellow one, I'm gonna take all the parts from the red car and then get that yellow car up and running. And then with the black car, I have an extra engine in there. Let me open it up. There's another turbo 5-cylinder engine. Let me get the flash on. This is a bit of a mess. It is a diesel, unfortunately, but we got the little turbo right there. Actually, the nice looking turbo. There it is, right there. That's the turbo. Where does it say turbo on here? Yeah, there it is. It says turbo right there. This is another 5-cylinder. So what happened with this one was, I wanted to do the 10-valve turbo swap on this car, but the seller lied to me. He sold me a 2.0 diesel engine and never stated it was diesel. He actually listed it as a 2.2 turbo engine, 10 valve. And that really pissed me off because he lied to me and I lost my money at first. I opened up a case on eBay. I won the case. I told the buyer, yo, I'm not shipping this engine back to you. You could pay for the shipping. And that engine's like 400 pounds. It's stupid heavy. And the guy didn't want to pay for shipping, so I got to keep the engine. Basically, I got a free engine. And with these 4 cars that I got a good deal on all these cars. They look like crap, but you don't know how much money is worth in these cars. But the plan is, I am going to basically take all the good parts from this car, fix this car, and get that other yellow Audi 90 Coupe Quattro up and running, and then take those parts from that engine and then get this engine running with the turbo and everything, the whole setup. And then after that, this car will be sold for scrap because there's so much rust in it. Like, it's gonna take so much money just to restore that. It's not even worth it. I can't even imagine what's under the car looking like. Like, that's already gone. But all these parts are still valuable, so I can still have a pretty good chance of using all these parts up. RS2 headlights. RS2 headlights right there. There's so many other parts like in these cars. I even got, where's the booklet? It comes with so many parts. There's the booklet. Okay, come on. Look at all that. I am actually honestly astonished at the amount of parts I have found in these cars. From a front subframe to a flywheel to all these brand new parts and used parts. Dude, it's everything. Magna flow mufflers, brand new headers, brand new intake manifold. Dude, this is insane for the Bosch EFI fuel system. And what surprises me is what kind of ghetto owner treats this car in this way. Black spray paint, ghetto rigs the hell out of this car, and even installs. What is this? What kind of, who butchers these cars, dude? Thank goodness that previous owner doesn't have these cars anymore. I'm gonna look out for all these cars, because that previous owner seriously has, like, why would you do that to this car? That's just annoying. It's not the fact that I had to spend 10 grand on each car restoring the paint and body and plastic and leather and all that stuff, but come on. Like, I found so many crazy parts in here. We even got like a fuel filter, alternator, condenser, brake pads, brakes, I don't know what that is. More accessories. And then look, this looks like a pretty decent turbo. Yeah, because apparently the 5-cylinder Volvos back in the day share the same parts as in the Audi 1000, 4000, Coupe, 900, all that. But this is insane. We got the original headlights right here for the 90s, or black one. So this is, I'm speechless right now. So many parts. This is worth so much money. So what I know with this car is I was told it has a bad fuel distributor, and it's also missing the battery. Because whoever, I don't know, I don't understand who buys these cars and chops them up and butchers them. Who does that? Who paints it black? Who does this work? I don't care if it's a project. That's just a horrible way to treat a car. I don't understand the logic behind people. Like, why is that painted black? What gives you, like, it really pisses me off how people don't know how to take care of their cars. Oh, and speaking of which, the Porsche 911. What a headache. But because of that car got me all these 3 cars at once. Here's what happened with the 911. So I took off the oil filter. Let's see what we get. It's clear. Not a single speck in there. Let me see if I can get flash on. Well, there is metal shavings in there. Now, I don't know if it's the air oil separator, or if I have IMS issues, or if, what was it, cylinder bore scoring, or whatever the case is. I can't figure out what is going on with the car. I troubleshoot it, and like, I just don't feel like spending any more money. I already dumped over 16 grand into the car after spending about 13 grand on the car itself, 60 more grand in repairs. I'm already at a loss. So when the Carvana offered me a pretty good deal for a car that was stated as running and driving but has check engine light and issues, it still runs and drives. I'm just not driving it because the day that the Carvana tow truck came, they drove the car, it started leaking oil everywhere. That was brand new to me because I wasn't taking the risk. I didn't want to drive the car anymore. I didn't want to spend any money anymore. Once I got that check, all these cars became mine. Bye 911, goodbye. Look at all that smoke. Look at all that smoke. So now I own 1, 2, 3. There's a donor car. 4, 5, 6. The A4, the project car. Speaking of which, thank you to Edward at ECU Corp up in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, who finally ordered the right tools to disable the mobilizer on my CMOS 18 ECU for my imported ECU that came from Germany. Here's the problem with that ECU that I've been dealing with. The Audi local, my local Audi dealership, Pembroke Pines, they don't have the European tools, the specific tools to unlock all the stuff, whatever the case is. One of the issues I'm having is emissions, fuel, and push start on the immobilizer, because in European it's actually illegal to tamper with those things. So the European ECUs that only are used in Europe have those options locked out and grayed out. In the United States, North America, those options, you can mess with them. You could turn them on and off with no problem. Even with the security code, I cannot unlock it. Even with the Otis software offboard diagnostic informational system with the BAG 6154A tool, OBD tool, I cannot get it to work. Maybe Otis Online can, but I don't feel like paying a subscription for that. But now that you have to update with that, the good news is the tools are on its way, and I'm just weeks away from driving that A4. Weeks. This update is not for the A4, because I already know phase 1 is like 99% complete. That 1% is getting the immobilizer back, plugging that car in, plugging it in, and boom, we got the car running. Now, obviously the car's gonna be running stock. I can't do the turbo upgrade or the forged internals because that's a little bit later, because I do want to be able to get some of these cars out of the way so I can have the budget to get the other car up to 500 horsepower. This is awesome. What I'm building, this is my empire. This is mine. It may not be a brand new sports car like an Audi R8, which, you know what? I could have had a brand new 2020 Audi R8 or something like that if I didn't blow so much money, over $70,000 on a 2013 Audi A4 and $26,000+ on a Porsche 911, and then 15+ grand on all these 4 cars. Let's start up the car, by the way. Time machine. Now there are some electrical issues where the instrument cluster is not working. Hey, this looks like sand crack, right? I'm working on my cars and we got chickens and turkeys all over here. How did I turn off the windshield wipers? Alright, but let's rev it up. Yeah. EFI fuel injection system. Oh yeah. We have a lot of work to do pretty soon. We have a lot of work to do pretty soon. Coupe GT commemorative edition with the digital instrument cluster, and it was supposed to have the red interior, which I only have 2 panels for that car. That's red. URS4 S2 tribute conversion, and 2 turbocharged 5-cylinder 20-valve engine swaps on 2 Audi 90 coupes. So with that being said, this is where I conclude the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more crazy content, because you guys will never know what I will post next, because I have so many things going on. I'm a spontaneous person. Take it easy and peace out.